and then the lights are out, so that didn't work out very well, did it? Okay? So I've gone electronic, I'm 51 years old, and somehow I figured out I pulled up the speech on my phone, okay? So stay with me. Thank you all for coming out tonight and for giving me the distinct honor of speaking at this amazing Relay for Life event. My name is Tim Coffey, and I have been a FishHawk Ranch resident since 2002. I am presently a board member for CDD1 and have just recently been elected the chairman of the newly created FishHawk Ranch Events Committee, with our focus on bringing life back to FishHawk Ranch. My ties to Relay for Life stem from a different title, that being the commissioner of the FishHawk Ranch Adult Colored Softball League. I remember when I first took over the softball league, how much fun it was, and the number of lifelong friends I had made through this activity. Playing softball at Hawk Park was a fun place to be on Saturdays, but something was missing. The FishHawk Co-ed Softball League is the longest running, highest membership activity in the history of FishHawk Ranch, but we lacked something, and that was getting involved in our community. So we started to organize charity softball tournaments to raise money for those in our community that were in need. We have nearly raised $100,000 to this point so far with our softball tournaments. Some of those softball tournaments that we've done, and it's not all of them, but some of them are Mrs. Nance, the Beavis Elementary School teacher who lost to battle with brain cancer. Dr. Kira Young, a resident here in FishHawk Ranch that was diagnosed with breast cancer. I'm happy to tell you, Kira continues to win her battle and looks as beautiful as ever. The Dreamers of Dreams tournament. It was to benefit the special needs students right here at Newsom High School. The proceeds from the tournament were used to purchase learning tools and to fund class trips. Seeds of Hope Backpack Tournament. Benefit local elementary school children who were deemed chronically hungry. This program would send the kids home once a week with food, not to feed just the student, but to feed their family too. And the most recent tournament, this tournament was held this past October to benefit The tournament this past October was to benefit a dear friend of mine, Joe Boyle, and his wish to find a cure for ocular melanoma. A disease that took Joe from us this past January. And yes, the FishHawk Ranch Softball League has held 2 softball tournaments for this very cause here, Relay for Life. Those tournaments were dedicated to a very wonderful man and a friend of mine, the late great Vince Kennedy. So to try to get my composure back, I'm going to tell you what is now considered a somewhat entertaining story about the second Relay for Life tournament. It wasn't as entertaining when it happened, okay? So to make a long story short, these tournaments are a 2-day event, Saturday into Sunday. You come down, bunch of teams, music playing, there's concessions, there's raffles, we're selling t-shirts. It's just a really wonderful atmosphere. That Saturday night we go back to Park Square, there's a big party back there, raffling off all the raffle prizes that we had. And Sunday we come back and kind of close out the event somewhere around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I remember coming home late Sunday about dinner time, and I had all the money kind of stashed in this box, okay, that we had raised for Relay for Life. And I had a number in my head, okay? We all have a number in our head that we think we want to get to, right? So I had a number in my head, and I remember counting it, okay? And I remember hitting that number. And I remember looking down, and there was still more money in the box, okay? So to me, it was a very gratifying thing, and that we had kind of reached our goal. Here's where things go wrong. I was so happy. At the time, I had to come see Mary Catherine Kennedy to give her the money, okay? And I was so excited to come see her, almost like a guy meeting his girlfriend at the prom with a corsage behind his back, right? And I remember going to her house on Monday morning and ringing the doorbell, and Mary comes out and gives me a kiss. And we go into the foyer, and I hand her the box, right? That I'm so proud of. One of the greatest things, I'm so happy, the most money we've ever raised to this point. And Mary puts one hand on the box, and I got one hand still on the box. And she's not quite taking it, I'm not quite giving it to her yet, okay? Until at that moment I realized I nailed that tournament 99.99% and made one mistake. I had just handed Relay for Life, the American Cancer Society. The American Cancer Society. I had just handed her the stash of money in a cigar box. So, we all know Mary, right? You ain't getting away with that one, okay? The rest of the day, I received pictures from her and her people at Relay for Life holding on to the cigar box with the money in it. So it was kind of a funny time, and thank you, Mary. Okay, to get the train back on the tracks, I would like to tell you a story explaining why I relay. This past January, I received a phone call. I never wanted to get, but I knew one day it would come. An amazing friend of mine, Joe Boyle, had lost his battle with cancer. Joe was a FishHawk resident and a teammate of mine in the FishHawk Softball League. He was one of very few that truly inspired me when he spoke. After hearing the news, I remember going home, closing my eyes, putting my hands on my face, and crying for hours. I didn't want to organize any more tournaments because I couldn't take the pain. My visions were pitch black. Why did we lose such a wonderful person? There were so many unanswered questions. Nothing made sense. Until the journey. After a few hours, I began to think about Joe's journey. Through the years and everything he went through. I started to think about times when we interacted, when I joined the journey with Joe. Slowly, my visions that were pitch black were now being populated one by happy pictures and pleasant thoughts of our friendship. Joe's radiant smile at the softball tournament. The laughter as the games were played. Embracing Joe at the tournament concert that night and our mutual tears of happiness. It wasn't until I focused on joining the journey that those deep pains in my heart began to slowly heal. My message to all of you tonight is simple. To those survivors here in the crowd, you have embarked upon your journey. Your strength and courage can never be questioned. To this amazing crowd in attendance tonight, it clearly proves you are joining the journey with those you love. You are instrumental in this battle against cancer. Never underestimate your power in this fight. Let's take the journey together and put an end to this devastating disease. In closing, I would like to thank Relay for Life and everyone here in attendance, as I am honored to have been chosen to speak in front of those that exhibit relentless courage, our survivors. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Tim Cook. Thank you so much, Tim, for doing that for us. I know it takes a lot of emotion and a lot of feelings that you just can't put aside when you've lost so many loved ones and so many friends and family members that are a part of our community. They're part of our family. They're just everyday people that are in our lives every day. So now I want to introduce our first performer. She is our very own Sydney O'Sullivan, who is currently going to USF and grew up in FishHawk. Sydney grew up in FishHawk, attended Beavis Elementary School, Randall Middle School, Newsom High School. She's here tonight with the presence of her parents, Laurie and Mickey, who are very proud, and we are very proud to have Sydney O'Sullivan with us tonight to perform her song, Keep Holding On by Avril Lavigne.
Cold, it feels like the end. There's no place to go. 'cause you know make it through, make it through. Just stay strong, 'cause you know I'm here for you, I'm here for you. There's nothing you can say, nothing you can do. There's no other way it comes till it's just so. Keep holding on, 'cause you know I'll make it through, make it through. You're not alone, together we stand. I'm here by your side, you know I'll take your hand.
That was beautiful, Sydney. Awesome. Thank you so much for doing that for us tonight here. Tonight, many of you have lit a candle that tributes a symbol of remembrance, hope, and love. These tributes have been lovingly laid around the track, and each one carries a message for someone special to us. They will continue to burn throughout the night as we continue to relay. It is time to remember those we have lost to cancer. Remember the struggle of those who battled the cancer, to remind ourselves that by choosing to make a difference together, we honor those that we love no matter what part of the journey they are at. Tonight in front of our stage, we light 3 candles of life. They are represented on an empty table. These flames will celebrate the past, the present, and the future. I would like to ask our first candle to be lit by very important people in my life, very important people to our relay life. They have been involved with our relay for a very long time and have been honorary survivors. And we would like to ask Kennedy family to light our first candle. The first candle is the torch of remembrance that burns deep within, the light that keeps the memories alive, a symbol of our never-ending love. Mary Catherine, Sarah Grace, and Patrick, if you'd please light our first candle. Thank you. And now I'd like to ask the second candle to be lit by another family, the Newsom family. Karen Newsom, Jim, and Katie are here tonight to represent their family to help us by lighting the second candle. This candle is lit today. The joy of growth, the strength of courage, and the passion of our life to symbol our love and support for the candle that lights the future. The last candle represents our future. I would now like to ask the third candle to be lit by our Andrews girls, Glennie, Rory, and Jolie. This is the flame of the future, the fire that illuminates the darkness ahead. And now we have a slideshow presentation.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time brought you by the rest, directs you where It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
When you look back on times we had, I hope you smile and know